Yo, boys. What is up? Are you guys having a good day? I am having a fantastic day, boys. I don't know about you. It's almost as if something happened today. Like you can just feel it in your bones. Something amazing happened. I can't quite hit it on the head, though. I don't know what it is. 3-2 loss. Wait. The game's final? RIP. Lester's back on top then, right? Alright, dudes. I have, what, like 1 minute left in this game? I need to do squad battles for some XP this week. I'm falling behind. Oh, yeah, that's right. AC Milan beats Newcastle. Oh. Newcastle no longer in the UCL or even Europa. That is tough, man. You're up 3-1. Oh, no. Wait. You were 1-0 up and then got 3-1. Gotcha. GG yesterday from a Leeds fan. You were awful. Passing was a little sketch from both teams. I'll tell you what, though. Sunderland plays so much better against good teams, in my opinion, because the teams we struggle the most against are the ones that literally just sit back. We changed from our normal 4 and a back to 3 center backs. If you want to call them wing backs, you can. It was a 5 in the back or a 3 in the back. I would say it was more of a 3-4-3. We brought Sealpen, who, in my opinion, was one of the players of the game. Absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, GG, man. It could have went either way. W profile pick? Whose profile pick? Hello, mate. What's up, bud? All right. Oh, that's hot. That coffee's hot. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Let's see. What do we have? How many more games? We'll get this finished up later today. We don't need to do this right now. I was just trying to get some quick in before the stream started. Objectives. What are we down to? We need 2 more games. Ooh, okay. Got 20 hours to do 2 more games. So what does that bring us to? 800 more XP. And we need less than 5,000 to finish. We have another week of weekly challenges. I think we'll have enough to get this done, right? Hungarian players are 3K. Are they actually? Your best player was the guy who came on. Equa, is it? Equa came on as a sub. I wouldn't say he was our best player. A lot of them played really well. He's one of them that played really well. I would say Seal was up there. I would say Jack Clark was up there. Dan Neal, phenomenal as always. I thought Patrick Roberts was great off the bench. I thought Luke 09 was quality. All right, how do we... Is it a daily SBC today that sent them up, or why are they up? Yeah. I'm going to list for 2.8. I'll do 2.7, a little bit of undercut. Yeah, dude, I don't know what it is. Every time Sunderland plays an ex-Sunderland player, they usually do well. The exception was West Brom with Maja. We injured him, so there's that. Team Pursuit Objective, is anything up besides that with Team Pursuit Objective? Boys, we're going to be at 1,000 packs by the weekend. I am so excited, man. We're making really good progress. Yeah, Job's insane, man. Like, if he didn't have his brother either, people would think he was insane. But they talk him down because he's not Jude. He literally can score from anywhere. We could put him at center back and he'd find a way to score. Dude, did you think Sealt's header was going to be a goal? That was a crazy save that was made. Not going to lie. I was celebrating. I thought it was in. Job's coming to Liverpool. Yeah, shut it. You didn't even know who Job was. Stop acting like he's going to Liverpool now. I did after doing the 89 squad. Nice. Question, is anybody doing the 93 Mbappe when it comes out? And if so, have you done the 92? I'm curious to see which ones are doing it. And your reasons why. Of course I did. Jude's little bro? Yeah, besides that, I meant. I'm pretty sure when we had a conversation this summer and I was talking about how phenomenal the signing was, you're like, who? Question mark? Yeah, no, he's phenomenal. Now just give Sunderland a tried and true championship tested striker. It's going to get crazy, man. Mark Bellingham must be a proud dad. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Not spending 1.6 mil for someone that's going to get a better month's time. Yeah, true. True. How about the Zidane? Is anyone doing the Zidane? Or are you guys waiting until Team of the Year to do him? Because you got, what, 2 months? Plenty of time. Sold 2 Team of the Weeks for about 80K. Thinking of crafting 80K worth of PPs. Yeah, if you want to do some PPs, I heard you can grind on some PPs and Twitch has no problem with it anymore. All right, anything? Oh, yeah. There we go. Got one. You're building Zidane? Nice. I'm 288 squads in and 287 from finishing them. Wait, doesn't he have like 6 squads? You have like the whole thing left. You're pretty far. I did the bronze squad. I did the silver squad. Basically there. Wait, I need to check. Isn't he like 6 squads? Oh, he's 13. Never mind. Neymar's going for 80K. That's crazy. 5-star weak foot. Pat Goldenbele. Then realize he's at fodder price. How much is Golden Mbappe right now? He's probably the only one that's still up, right? Let me check. Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. 91 Kylian Mbappe is 2.2 mil. It's 2 mil for Zidane. Yeah, I don't know why I thought he was way less teams. I thought he had some high-rated ones, but I didn't think it was a ton. Maybe I thought it wasn't a ton compared to Mbappe was probably my thought process. So I have a Christmas party this week on Saturday. Should I play Champs Friday night? Is that like worth it? Is that something I should do? Got him out of an 83 times 10. Dude, I can't wait to start opening packs, man. It's going to be such a beautiful thing. We're up over 100K once I go liquid of my specials in my club right now. Is that a lid? But I really want to get on special card trading, get up over a mil again. I miss it. Hello, Mubba. BPM good tonight? BPM's always good. But if you get a Hungarian, they're 3K, I guess, right now. Flipping libs on Christmas. We'll start opening packs you're at. Not yet. We still got like a month, man. A little more than a month. I think it was about this time last year we started and we ended up saving 1,250 packs. Can't wait to open 160 packs for Team of the Year and get nothing. I can't wait for the dude who saves no packs to open a preview pack and get one. It's going to be beautiful. Cheeky Donnarumma and Kuko on the same League SBC pack. GG. Which one was in that end? Which one was that end? Which pack? Which, by the way, what do you guys think Team of the Year is going to be like this year? Do you think they're going to have men and women as 11 and a 12th person each? So like a total of 24 cards? Or do you think it's going to be 12 players total, half men, half women, and then whoever gets the more than half? The last pack from the normal league, the championship MLS section, you're saying? 99 Joe Bellingham. EFL team of the season is going to be interesting. I'm curious to see who would get a card in the championship versus League One and League Two and stuff. Any other bronze cards up? There's 4 promo cards, so those are up in general. Is there an inform this week? Now that it's Wednesday, we got League SBC cards. A ton of League One ones are going for over 1,000. You can sell every bronze for 200 plus if you're consistent. Eredivisie cards, some are 1,000 plus, some are 500. Let's see. I didn't check. Let me open a few tabs real quick. See if any of these are brands. I'm looking at the 83s right now. So we have a gold common, a silver rare, a silver common, silver rare, silver common. Yeah, no, I don't think there's a bronze team of the week. Dude, how much are team of the weeks right now? Any other bronze cards gone up? Oh, I read that already. Done 5 runs through of each League SBC today. Made 130K profit. GG, man. Wait, Hull ended up coming back and beating Burrow? I saw Burrow's first goal and I turned the game off. What was the score? 2-1? No shot. When did they score? Coventry tying against Southampton. Leicester beating Millwall. Norwich beating Sheffield. The 69th minute by Delap and then Tufan in the 82nd. Wow. Wow. Yikes. Hey, GG, man. 88 Ellingham is so good. You mean Bellingham? Or is there a person named Ellingham that I'm just not aware of? You packed one tradable and they went for like 40K? Dang. Alright, I think we can have a few runs of League SBCs too. I just want to make sure we leave enough room for my special card trading. We're going to grind some League SBCs. Also, too, we are almost down. I just broke my phone. Oh, no, it's good. Sheesh. That was scary. Oh, that could have been bad. My phone was charging and my foot pulled the charger out and slugged my phone from my PC across the floor, and it hit the side of my PC. No, I'm not trolling. I was genuinely serious. I didn't know if there was an Ellingham out there. All right, but yeah, you can also look at Footman Solutions, and usually those are up too. Did we even qualify for champs? I know I was playing. We just stopped. We did this last. Did we do this last week or did we do this earlier this week? When did I play this? All right, so we can get those games in. Newcastle Man United embarrassed the Premier League. Embarrassing? I mean, it's Newcastle and United. What were you expecting was going to happen? World-class performances? The interesting thing will be who's all healthy come January 6th. That's what I'm kind of curious about. All right, so pro tip when it comes to this SBC now, with player picks out, with so many other repeatables out at the moment, these are extremely cheap, the silvers. So you don't need as high rated golds anymore. So we're used to using Cavani and Fernandez. You can still do them. If they're a decent price, pick them up and do the gold method of the compare price. So there's a 1.7. There's a 1.8. Buy it, compare price, bid less. 1.8, 1.8. Alright, those dried up a little bit. But some of these were like pushing 1,000 coins, dude. You can do just a bunch of low-end ones. So 1.1. It's 1.1, compare price. With all the money they spent, they can't turn up? Dude, I can't wait. Do we know what channel it's going to be on? I have a few different streaming services. But I know for Sunderland, I can't watch. I just bought Cavani and him. I'm an idiot. Oh, no. We can use him in the next run. That's fine. Who would be broadcasting it? BBC? Surely it's going to be one of the most watched games of that round, right? I don't think there's any matchups as crazy as that. Unless I'm wrong. Feel free to correct me. If it's on Sky, I can probably do it on ESPN Plus. Because usually the Sky broadcasted games, I can get those games. I'm assuming, hold on, let me check if ESPN Plus, hopefully this doesn't copyright strike me. I'm going to go to the browse section. We're going to see if it shows us. We have the leagues, obviously. Oh, the Carabao Cup is streamed. I don't know if the... Oh, no, English FA Cup. So it's still too early to see there. Round 3. Round 2, round 2. Yeah, it doesn't go that far out yet, but I'm most likely going to be able to watch it on ESPN Plus. So that's good. I'll find the game anyways. I will always find a way to find a game. The worst is when you literally want to pay for something and they don't let you. That's so stupid. It's like, hey, I got 3 different services. None of the services are showing it. Oh, it's on a service that I cannot get. Okay. Bet. Just got a 40K team of the week tradable from the Zidane segment. W, man. Also, by the way, 71 rated Lib and Sud cards are extremely cheap right now, too. And even 72s. Everything is heavily down. So if you guys aren't invested in them while flipping, I highly recommend doing that. They are so cheap at the moment. Like, you can win 70 rated for 250, 300. It's crazy. And then I usually wait till later in the evening for the supply to dry up a little bit. Who's from the same team? They are? Okay. Alright, that works. Some silvers that were up like Japanese players. Let's go take a look at that segment real quick. 1 second. It's under objectives, right? Is it the live section? Yeah, so Eredivisie is going to be up a little bit. Japan can be used. Silvers. Minimum 5 silver. So silver Japanese, silver Eredivisie. I wonder if silver Eredivisie sniping right now would be overpowered. With League SBCs and that. Let's go to our club real quick and try that out. Silver. Everyone's going to be sniping them, aren't they? Everything's 700. If we did the ones that are used for the League SBC went to 650, that might not be the worst idea. I instantly sold 4 Hungarian silvers. For 4K each? Yeah, make sure you check your club. They are pricey. So the only issue of this is the price they're going for isn't crazy versus the price we're picking them up for. If we did bronze, on the other hand, I went to the League SBC cards, I bet we can get some good deals. See you, Turek. Sold Warner for 3K. Nice. Yeah, did 83s rise a little bit with all the requirements that came out for different things? For all these SBCs, these wonderful SBCs? Or have they been out? Who done that 100 player pack? I have, and I'm going to open it during Team of the Year. From that alone, we'll almost be able to craft 4 of the league specific 25K packs, which will be nice. And we're stuck on the menus again. Beautiful. Think I speak for everyone. I say whoever made this promo should be sacked. Awful idea. For the one we currently have? I mean, it wasn't a bad idea of a promo. Being able to have, like, family members get promos isn't a bad thing. It just seems like the pack weight is becoming more and more commonly horrific for a majority of cards. Are the Lib Silvers still cheap? Yep. Well, Benson Time did Leicester a favor by beating Leeds, and also Ipswich carried on with their luck. Great win today, and hopefully we win the league. If you can keep up form. Yeah. The world is your oyster, mate. If you're struggling against Millwall, though, that's it's not a good look. Can't be having close games against relegation teams, man. Joking, by the way. Sunderland's cooking. Yeah, it can quickly go away, though. We just came off a bad run, so I don't want to read too much into it. I'm excited for the winter transfer window, though. Should be a fun time. Dude, Leicester wants Ahmad. Can you guys not, please? Why do you need Ahmad? When is Team of the Year? Should I start saving packs? Usually Team of the Year is towards the middle to end of January. Usually you get voting around halfway through. And then one of the last few weeks, you start getting them. And then the full Team of the Year is usually out towards the end of January. Now that we have women in the game, we don't know what their plan is for Team of the Year yet. Tiago, what's up, buddy? And should you start saving packs? I mean, we most likely have a little more than a month. So my question to you is if there's anything that would be worth opening now to potentially get a crap promo card versus a crazy Team of the Year. I think it's a pretty simple choice of should you open or save, but ultimately it's up to you. Do you want a 99 Mbappe, or do you want a 85 rated Sane that doesn't even sell for 11K? No, I didn't watch the game. I have no idea. I was just trolling. We had like 80% possession. What filters are you doing right now? Nothing. I'm just sitting on the loading screen for ages because this game sucks. But if you want to start saving packs, you don't have to do anything crazy. Literally just any decent pack from like objectives or season pass over time. Just start saving those things and open the smaller stuff. Or like, best example, if you look at our pinned video for the League SBC grind, follow that. You're going to be opening up tons of packs. You could probably make close to 250, maybe even 500 by Team of the Year without trying too much. Yeah, I'm so happy Mbappe is getting another Player of the Month. Can't wait to grind them all over again. Just kidding, we're not grinding them all over again. No, everyone will pack a 99 Mbappe during Team of the Year. Don't worry. Or you can have fun with the game and not save packs. I mean, I'm having a fantastic time with the game, man. My team looks wonderful, too. So I can't complain. Got the best center back to ever be released in a Ultimate Team. What more can you want? Mumbo's SBC team? Nah, bro, that's too much, dude. You can't be saying things like that, man. Come on. I was being nice to you. You're going to say that to me? One day in on EAFC 24, and you're sitting on 54K. Nice. Pack tradable Norway striker, and it was put out. You're crying. How much is Holland worth? If someone magically packs Holland. Did we do hay yet? We did not do hay. I mean, Mumbo's wonderful Sunderland Evo team. There you go. Thank you for correcting yourself, bud. Alright, what else do we need? Do we have a second keeper? We do not. I love how the Eredivisie has their objective right now. How it makes all the silvers like the same price. And the bronzes are still super snipeable. Everyone will look at the silvers. You can sit there and snipe the bronzes on each team. Yo, if you guys are enjoying the stream, do me a favor, smack the like button, dudes. Let's see if we can get to 10 likes. We got 23 people in the stream. How is everyone doing? I have 2 more games I need to be able to complete the XP for the week. And I do not want to forget to do them. So we're going to play a Foot Champs qualifier once the menu is done loading for the 5th time this stream already. We should have a counter every stream. 2 counters. We should have 1 every time it does this, the freeze and load. And then 2, the amount of time it takes. I'm kid you not, I think every hour and a half to 2 hour stream, there's at least 10 to 15 minutes of just sitting on this. The time he's worth 2 mil. Who would have thought Dortmund topping the group? Was it goal differential or did they end up beating PSG? 1-1. Dude, did you see the goal line clearance? That was insane. From Sule. Anyone know what the next promo is? You're literally looking at it right now, bud. Team of the group stage. So, no Newcastle cards. Just kidding. Team of the group stage is still group. They could technically get a card. But they don't have any Champions League or Europa to look forward to. So, my comment didn't make complete sense, but. What should I start trading with? Anything that has value. If you think you can get it for less. There's tons of teams right now that have their bronzes for the Eredivisie over 500 coins. You can snipe a lot for way less than that. Easy few hundred coins per. You can do bidding for a lot of silver lib in Sudamericana right now. They're extremely cheap at the moment. Silver common flipping's good. What else you got? Tons of stuff, man. Alright, let's go play that game. So we need 2 more games, and then we have it completed. We also, Evo-wise, what do we need still? Dude, there's so many Evos out. Most of them don't fit. Alright, sick. I decided I'm not waiting for Team of the Season. I would hope you're not waiting for Team of the Season. That'd be kind of stupid. Or do you mean Team of the Year? I'm opening my 200 packs for two. Gotcha, gotcha, yeah, yeah. I don't know why you would have waited regardless for team of the season. Dude, I love this kit so much, man. Does it look so good? We should see what footballs they have. If we can get a Christmas football for not super expensive. Two seasons is 6 months. Too long. That's what she said. Dude, everyone has Holland. Bro, I have no idea how to craft packs with only 200k. It's impossible. How is it impossible, Lewis? We've crafted hundreds of packs in the past few weeks with most of the time less than 100k at any point. I don't think I've had more than 100k coin balance since Mbappe at any given time. That was at Black Friday. We went from, what, like 200 something packs around then to now we're pushing 1,000. FC20 is good to snipe. They're one of the teams that are good to snipe. Yeah, there's a ton of teams that are good. Any usable air to base team is good to snipe right now. Yeah, you're legendary. I'm a little dweeb. Yeah, you don't even... I'm not a legendary. But the methods work. That's why we do them. So if you need help, you got the pinned video. Very easy way to make packs. And make infinite coins. Alright, we need Holland to score as well. I don't care if I win. I would like to win. But we need a Holland goal for a bonus pack as well. Let's go. I don't know how many packs I should aim for. Maybe like 500. I wouldn't say a number. I would say a quality more than anything. So like for me, I'm making sure we have a minimum quality for a certain amount of packs. Then after that, it really doesn't matter. So by team of the year, we're going to have way more than 1,000 extremely good quality packs. And then if we end up getting the number to almost 2,000 packs or past 2,000 packs, it's going to be the case where some of the stuff thrown in there is not the best packs in the world anymore, but it's going to help us craft other stuff or might be good to hold. So for example, if gold commons go back down to, let's say, not even selling for 400 by now after the player pick goes away, if I'm doing a League SBC run and I open up a gold pack from the Mixed League and I'm trying to list these for 400 when I could sell them for 600 plus during Team of the Year, it's kind of a waste to open it then if the goal long term is one, chance at potentially Team of the Year and or making more coins on each tradable card. Same with the Jumbo Gold out of the Premium Mixed League SBCs. If you're opening those when the gold commons are extremely cheap, I personally think you're wasting coins if you're selling at those prices. Whether you save that pack for Team of the Year or not as important. Yeah, I would still recommend doing it, but week in, week out, wait for the gold commons to go up, then open those. You're going to make way more coins over time doing that. How did we score our second goal? I don't remember scoring it. Yeah, I'm excited to be done saving packs. And once we inevitably open them, because I feel like every single last resource I have, I've put right back into the grind, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I miss being able to have millions of coins liquid. I still do want a million plus liquid for Team of the Year, and we'll build that back up for sure. but I kind of want to be at that coin mark or the pack mark first. There we go. How should I make packs complete? How should you go about making your packs? We have a video that's pinned in chat if you need help. That'd be a really good way to make them and make coins too. You have the daily gold upgrades. Bunch of golds in there too. You have player picks you can make now for potential fodder. Get a bunch of like 82s and 83s from those. Put them in the 85 doubles. Put in the 83 plus times 10s. Put them in that pack that gives you the 100 players that just came out today. Tons of stuff you can craft right now. I'm hoping we do not have player picks for this next promo, next Monday. I'm hoping we get a 5 or 6 gold SBC that gives a somewhat decent pack. That'd be my dream. What a play. Oh, sheesh, baby. And people think Zidane's better than him. That's crazy. Why would you craft Zidane when you have Ashish? Oh, Silva. Yeah, you could also buy out the mixed league. It's extremely cheap and just sell everything tradable. Use the untradables back in. That's an easy grind. Literally most things are extremely easy to grind right now. It's just having the patience to do it. It's not hard. It's just everything is some sort of a process. I wish we could save player picks. If we could treat player picks as a pack, which they used to do in the past, they'd have somewhere it's like open now or save for later. If we could do that and have some of those for Team of the Year, I'd be super excited to do that. I also hope too, remember, was it 2 years ago? We had the stat packs. Where it was like 80 plus passing, 80 plus pace. If we got those back, I would make a ton of them. I used to struggle for doing League SBCs last year, but I found this year it's much better. Now I know what I'm doing. Making constant coins and packs. Yep. And once you get used to that, it makes the game so much easier. Because then you get all the fodder in the world you'd ever need by doing that. You have all the packs in the world you'd ever need to potentially get a promo card. And at the same time, too, you're doing something that's generating you however many coins you want to make. And it doesn't even need to be insane methods. We do the same, basically, not copy and paste every single year, but very similar methods due to League SBCs. It might look a little different each year exactly what we're doing. Like last year we just did Lib. I wasn't doing Lib Sud. But you see during the weeks how much coins we make off of that. It's just absolutely crazy. Imagine if we weren't saving packs, how many coins we'd be making. Jacob, what's up, buddy? You see Newcastle lost? And is no longer in Champions League nor Europa? Oh, I thought I was going to have a Sule type of save there. You also do the daily gold upgrade 3 times to get tradable silvers and bronzes. Yeah, the daily gold upgrade was the first thing we recommended alongside League SBCs. That's the thing you should do, and the advent calendar every single day. No excuses. Second it hits new content, the advent calendar should be getting done. Come on. Adil? No, you didn't do the move. Oh, if he would have got in on that. That would have been crazy. Yo, Maldini is kind of trash, not gonna lie. Not kind of trash, he's extremely trash. Pretty good start to the week. Yes, sir. What time does Sunderland play on Saturday? Do you know? Is it an early game or is it, what, 9 a.m. my time would be 3 p.m. kickoff, right? 3 hours before new content. I hope it's that time. I don't want to have to wake up at 5:30. Honestly, Seal was quality. I can see why Mowbray rated him. I mean, to be fair, I would chalk most Sunderland players up to quality in the systems they suit well in. I think when you start playing players out of position or you have them in a system that doesn't suit them well, that's where you don't see the quality in players. So I think a lot of the times when you question Luke 09 as a center back, when we question having Sealt as a right back, the solution to me made sense having 3 center backs and then our wing backs. So playing a 3-4-3, kind of like we did, was perfect for that. Gives a little bit more coverage for Luke, allows him to build up from the back a bit more, gives Sealt the freedom to get forward and be able to come back. Allows Trey Hume and Huggins to be able to move freely and overlap with Clark and Roberts. And I wish Roberts would have started. That was the one that threw me off a little bit. He isn't an inverted fullback? No. All right, that one's done. Beautiful. One more game, baby. Dude, yeah, his header was crazy, man. How did that not go in? That was an unbelievable save. Absolutely phenomenal save. Alright. Got 40K. Can we get a couple special cards? The 10.5 method? Is it cooking right now? I'm not seeing anything. Alright, let's do Centurions. Okay, let's do Radioactive. Yeah, the Radioactives have been fun for me. The way of snipes have been golden. Are they the new Centurions? Mumbo, what's the team looking like? Give me 1 second, you'll see it. We just played a game. Usually it's Jack Clark in, Mbappe up top. Midfield, we normally have Bellingham in there, or Pirlo. João Cancelo's normally in too. I need to find a replacement goalkeeper. I just have him in because we packed him. And we used Allison as fodder for Mbappe. Once I pack Allison again first owner, he'll go back to being my keeper. Unless we just bite the bullet and get an icon keeper at some point, which I really don't want to do the SBC. I kind of want to wait till Team of the Year. And just spam icons. And we'll eventually get a keeper one. I feel like that's the better bet there. You can see him starting more, possibly in that 3 in the back being the main deal. I mean, realistically, if you think about our team, a 3-4-3, whoever you want to throw as a striker, you have the wingers still. You have Jack Clark, Patrick Roberts, or Amdalaba if you want him instead. Gives you the freedom with the central midfield, however you want to kind of create that. If you want to have more of attacking midfield, you can have one of them stay back. You can have an Ekwa in there. You can have a Dan Neal holding more. Matete, when he comes back, will be an excellent option in there. But like being able to bring in Pritchard was great because he was a little bit more free roaming in that spot where Ashish usually goes a little bit more wide and creates from there. Pritchard was able to kind of play off of Jack Clark, go to the middle, play off of Bellingham, go to the other side, play off for Roberts or whoever, not Roberts, Amdalaba. If Amdalaba was playing anyone, usually he was just running with it, crossing. The tactical change to bring Ekwa in on and move Job to striker changed it. Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. Yeah, I'll keep saying it over and over. I think the future is extremely bright. Like, I look at every position outside of... No, I would even include striker. I look at every position, and I see so much potential. Not even considering what we already have there with a lot of quality players. Like, think of left backs and right backs. You think of how crucial Sirkin was last year around playoff time, or just last year in general. Do you even rank Sirkin in the top 3 fullbacks right now? We don't know what Pembele looks like. But Hume has grown so much in stature. Niles stepped up huge. Elise will be back, whether he's playing a center back or stepping wide. There's 3 of them right there. Like, it's crazy how quickly we have the amount of depth we do in some positions. And then how others were still lacking. Like, we still need another defensive mid. We can't wait for Corey Evans to turn 45 before he plays again. He's so good at Ill. Is it Santum, Nile, Sirkin is my top 3? Is Sirkin set to be back soon? Yeah, dude, Matete I'm super excited for. Aji I know will be fine. He's quality already. Matete I feel bad for because he got injured right around the time where he was showing he could prove himself to have a place in the team. Embo's going to be an interesting one. Regardless of how much more potential Embo has, the question now becomes, what do you do with Embo? Like, another loan where he doesn't get injured makes sense. But he's still, what, 24? And he's quality. We're going to have Jack Diamond out of the club after the summer. His contract's up, so we'll have another slot there. I don't know what the deal with Taylor's going to be. Looks like he's stepped up quite a bit. He's been hitting some quality free kicks. Whether he gets loaned out or he keeps playing on the youth teams. Chris Regg hasn't played a crap ton this season. After the youth FA Cups and stuff, and all the tournaments that he plays in with England, he'll have more opportunities. Like, there's just quality in so many places that is continuing to grow. Loan Taylor and Embo. Does an Embo loan make sense for the younger... Oh, Taylor's not even young, is he? Is he like 21? Dude, some of these guys, I just don't know their age. They could be like 16 or 24. I have generally no clue. Wait, how is it 2-2 after 19 minutes? What? Three, 2 after 20. What's happened with Dewey? I have not seen him anywhere. Last I heard, he was playing on the younger teams to give him guaranteed game time. He plays consistently when he goes back to Costa Rica with the national team, but there's nothing right now for that. I heard reports that he was getting kind of homesick. I don't know if anything's happening there. Potential like loan out moves, it's like the same thing. He doesn't want to leave Sunderland because he's now getting used to Sunderland. So unless it was to a like maybe Spanish speaking club, I don't know. That's difficult. He's another one of those players where it's like you feel bad for because we have so much quality in that position right now with Jack Clark that he doesn't really get game time, nor is he able to develop through the first team. Jeez. How many goals is there going to be this game? You think the same for Amdallah? If we end up getting Will as a coach, I think being able to have him talk back and forth between the French players and the English players is going to be great. I think that's, besides his tactical game plan and how he envisions the club to be these next few years, I think that'd be the thing I'm most excited about, is not having a need for a million translators. You could have one manager be able to kind of help a ton with that. I'm super excited to see how Pembele does. I think he's ready to go. I don't know if he's going to step into a U23 game or something. I'm pretty sure he's been practicing and he's healthy. Jeez. How do you advise to save packs for Team of the Year? The pinned video in chat would be my recommendation for an easy way for you to make packs and coins. If you need help with that. It's our League SBC grind for the premium. It's extremely easy to pick up on. Extremely easy to make coins throughout the week as well. And then other ways to make easy packs is literally daily SBCs. The advent calendar that comes out, do that every day. The daily like challenges for just playing a few games. That will give you a crazy amount of packs by Team of the Year. You'll have hundreds just by doing those things alone. Tete and Pambele will probably get you 21 action soon. Dude, you know what I've understood for a long time, but didn't realize it until I've like paid closer attention? A lot of football fans, and I'm not saying I have great takes when it comes to Sunderland. My opinions most definitely are wrong in some ways or extremely biased. But I feel like a majority of the most vocal Sunderland fans, not the most correct ones, just the most vocal, just lack patience. And that changes their understanding of football. It's not that I don't think they don't understand the sport, which I do occasionally question at times. It's just the expectations they have is just so completely different than reality. Like, they'll look at someone like Hamir, and they're treating him like he's the next Ronaldo. And they're disappointed he's not the next Ronaldo. It's like, what do you expect? He was playing for Benfica B. If you look at his stats, they weren't insane there. He still needs to develop, of course. And it didn't help us that we had him in a position where we basically had to rely on him as being a sole striker for a while due to injuries. People were just not giving him time at all. That mixed with people being extremely excited for him too. That is definitely a thing as well. Also having Tony talk about the strikers as much as he did. Like Burstow especially. The Burstow one I still laugh at because he talks about like in practices, Burstow just hasn't missed ever. Like he talks about how consistently he scores bangers. And then it comes to a game and he barely can get a shot on target when he does ever take a shot. But like just sitting in the chat during that game, and since it was an unlisted stream, the only people that were really there out of the 1,000 were like the people viewing through Twitter, then coming to the YouTube. A majority of them talking in chat were literally just talking to talk, it felt like. Like some of them didn't realize how much certain transfers went for back in the day. They're talking about old management styles, how the club used to run. And it's one thing if people disagree with how the club's being managed now, like a football manager type of thing. I completely get that. Some people just want to spend a crap ton of money and potentially do well. And if you don't, hopefully you don't get relegated and then spend a crap ton of money again all on one or two players, buy a super expensive striker and hope they don't get injured. But, like when I hear them talk about money or just how the club's functioning, I don't think half of them understand how well it's functioning right now as it is. Yeah, we're still missing a couple pieces that are going to really put the team together. But like ultimately, you look in almost every single position, we have some sort of backup there besides really good depth at striker of quality. We have depth in a lot of different positions where you sell on a few players. The next wave that you're able to buy is a lot more than before. Like if you look at our defenders, a lot of our defenders that might go, like Ballard, we probably get a minimum of 10 mil for, already have replacements for him for the likes of 250K, 500K, 1 mil that are already becoming 5+ mil players. Then take that, you're able to take his money, reinvest it, whether into that position or other positions. Instead of buying players worth 250 to 500K, you now can afford a few players for 2 mil, 3 mil, 4 mil. And then those players have a higher ceiling. They grow in potential. They get sold on. And you just do that over and over. You generate so much money. Like Jack Clark alone, when he leaves, I'm curious to see who we buy as not only a replacement to Jack Clark, but what the plan would be in other positions as well. It's looking super bright, though. I'm super excited. But also, too, I am probably one of the few fans that doesn't care how long it takes. Like, if we're in the championship for 5 years versus, like, getting promoted this year, I'm completely fine with it. I didn't realize how bad we're getting destroyed. No shot that went in. Dude, we just need the game. We just need the game for the XP. I don't need to win. Don't force me to quit. Keep celebrating. Do your thing. He has gold Neymar. Nice. Against the 3 relegated Prem teams, scored a 6, conceded a 1. Yeah, but also too, like if we're using that stat as like to show like we could hang in the Prem, there is a lot of purchases those teams have made since then and filled in other positions. It wouldn't be a exact comparison. I think it'd be a better comparison if you're going to do that to say the quality of team we have, the money we could have potentially spent with that in different positions. I think we'd be better off than the likes of Burnley. I think we'd be better off than the likes of Luton. I think we would have adjusted to the Prem better than a lot of these teams. But I still think we would be a team fighting relegation, which, again, if we did get promoted next year, and this is like another thing too, I'm not against the idea of if we get, like, let's say playoffs and we get promoted, fantastic. My thing is all the financials. If we end up getting relegated, I want to be in a position where we're not signing some player on a hope and limb. We pay him an exponential amount of money on like a 5-year deal. Like if we can use the money well, have a fighting chance in the Prem to stay up, and worst case scenario, we get parachute payments, and then have just a lot more money to work with, that'd be the equivalent of like a few years in the championship, selling on some quality players for profit. It'd be around the same amount of money. So, like, it would save a bit of time getting promoted to get those sort of funds. But also, too, I'm extremely biased when it comes to the players I enjoy watching. I like a lot of players that are relative championship quality and would definitely not play at the Prem level yet, or maybe never. We'll have to see how they develop. And for me, I don't think I'd be able to watch them play for Sunderland if we were in the Prem. Like, Trountis right now is a perfect example. I love watching him play. Being able to see him play a lot for the U21s, fantastic. See him get the occasional minutes in the championship and hold his own, great. But, like, he would be shipped off or sold the second we got to the Prem, and I wouldn't want that. Prefer if we use Pritchard as a striker or Job and ease the strikers into the side, build that confidence back. I honestly think having more cams in our lineup, like having Pritchard on, was fantastic. Not in the sense of like we needed to replace Aushish, because Aushish didn't even come in. I really liked it because of the creativity, and I think the biggest thing we haven't even touched on yet, Jacob, the ability to actually look scary attacking a corner kick was a brilliant surprise against Leeds. I don't know how you viewed corner kicks, but for the fact alone that Pritchard plays in quality crosses, we look so much more dangerous on corners rather than the have everyone up, play it short, have a cross get to no one, and we get countered. Like, that's been beautiful, man. But yeah, if we look at how we play right now, I think having a striker to play off of would definitely benefit us. But again, like we were saying in the chat yesterday during the game, or a few days ago for the, what was it, the U21 game, I think it's more of like the Ross Stewart type of striker that can hold up play. He's aggressive. He can create space and take a shot. We currently lack that. I think the closest we have to that currently, in terms of how they're already playing, is potentially Maenda, and he has even more pace. He's still extremely young. I think Hamir has the body type and potential to be a Ross Stewart player, but I think he lacks the confidence, the experience, and overall, I don't think his attitude is completely there. He had spurts in the game of really hustling and being all over the pitch that I liked in the U21 game, but still when it came to like the final third, I feel like there's some chances he could have potentially buried. I want Amdlaba to look at Roberts' game style and threat and try to adapt that into his game instead of running at them. Yeah. And, like, that's another thing, too, that, like, again, structure and system makes me question certain players. Like, how can we have Amdlaba be extremely quality one game and then look completely pointless another? I think a lot of that comes with what we expect out of a right wing. If Amdlaba's isolated all by himself, I think it's going to be extremely difficult for him to create the way Roberts does. And even taking on players, I think when Amdlaba takes on players, he has to beat one and get in across to people who are there. Right now when he's doing it, and like you can even see his mindset when he has that space, and it's very frustrating to see. He will be attacking a back line. There'll be like two defenders moving towards him, taking that space that's near the top of the box. And Amdlaba, instead of drawing one wide, he'll run directly at him where the defender's in a position where he doesn't have to force him wide. He's covering a few passing lanes. He's covering that space behind him so ball can't get played behind. He's creating really no angle. And then he ends up doing, again, a few step overs, then going wide. It's weird. Is it bad I'm ignoring my ex? I mean, if they're your ex, there's probably a reason you're not together. Is not giving them attention potentially a good thing or a bad thing? Depends on your situation, I guess. I have no idea. He wants to cut in and shoot. I thought that was very obvious against Leeds. Yeah, and if he does want to cut in and shoot, if that is the thing he's going for, the question then has to be, if that is his strength, if that's what he wants to do, what would best suit him? And I think bringing him in the second half, when you have a little bit more freedom in the way you usually play. Leeds was a little different. It was still compact, still not giving up a goal and trying to score ourselves for some of those substitutions. But if you look at the freedom usually Alshish had when he was a sub before he was a starter, coming into the match, of the freedom of a game opening up, specifically against teams that usually sit back a lot more. And then once they start going forward, once we score, and the second half's a little bit more open, that's where I see Amdlaba really like thriving in personally. There's definitely a player in Ba, just needs to get the consistency and get Clark and Roberts to support him in training. Yeah, and we don't see a lot of behind the scenes, so I'm not sure exactly what that looks like. You definitely have the pace, the dribbling, it's just the decision making. Yeah, and that, again, like you're saying, comes with time, comes with learning from others. I think what's going to be really interesting is, one, the price tag of what Clark is looking like in this window versus this summer. Because correct me if I'm wrong, usually, are people willing to spend more in the summer for championship players? Or is it you overspend in the winter to make up for a certain position or how your season's going? Definitely sounds like Sunderland has their minimum price for Clark. But I'm sure he's only going to get more and more expensive as the season goes on. So I don't see a reason to sell him during the winter. Plus, we already have him on a long-term contract anyways. And he's happy here. Like, all the chips are in Sunderland's Sunderland's end. Watch Burnley come in for like 8 mil again. People spend more money in January to get the impact player, I'd say. You'd say that shows for the championship as well. Because I'm like trying to look at the teams that lost players, like Coventry. If you look at Borough. Like, how much did Hammer go for? For Coventry? Because he went to Sheffield, right? He was a fantastic player for Coventry. I don't think they're completely able to replace him. You look at Diaz at Blackburn. Now he's playing in La Liga, right? Weren't really able to replace him. Smaldix is playing amazing, but he's his own player. I don't see teams in the championship spending the 20-30 mil for Clark, even the relegated. No. I'm not saying teams in the championship buying Clark. I'm saying when it comes to buying a championship player, like if you're a Prem team buying a championship player, I know Prem teams might spend more in the winter, but usually they're not buying from the championship, if that makes sense. If they're going to struggle spend to get themselves out of a bad situation like Chelsea, they're looking for already extremely established players. The only exception to that I could see is the low-end Prem teams that were in the championship. Could potentially go for like a Clark-esque type of player because they already know what he is. But again, Sunderland probably wouldn't be willing to sell for how much they're offering. But also, too, like, some teams you have to see the writing in the wall. If you think Burnley has no chance of surviving, why would you want to go to Burnley? That'd be on a negative direction, downward, versus, like, continuing to stay on a team that loves you. You're playing well and you're continuing to grow in worth. That would make sense to me. He went for 17.3 roughly, and they replaced him money-wise. They bought Haji, the American. They spent, what, like, I think, was it 8 to 10 mil on him? Or is it 5? Ellis Sims, I know, went for like 8 mil something, right? So, like, between the two of them, collectively, they spent a lot on quote-unquote established strikers. And so far, Haji's been more of the impact of the two, but both of them have been struggling early on in the season. They're picking it up a little bit as Coventry's picking it up. Yeah, that's my fear. Because you had a, championship team that made the playoffs, almost got promoted, got to the final, lost in PKs, and then we're sitting near relegation the first few weeks. Now they're back up. They're fighting quite a bit. Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited to see who Sunderland buys. This next year is going to be really nice. I think this winter window, there's going to be a few potential surprises. I think there's some stuff happening behind the scenes that we might not see leaked until, like, days before. But the winter one's also really interesting because the amount of time. Now we're starting to see some leaks come through for different teams because you kind of have to have an idea leading up to the month. But once the month started, the amount of deals that are going to go down, potential loan moves. Like, is Ahmad going to play in the AFCON Cup? Is he going to go to Africa for the tournament? Or, not AFCON. Is it AFCON or is AFCON Cup of Nations? Is that the same thing? AFCON. African Federation Cup of Nations. That is the same thing. How do you get a team of the week? You pray that EA blesses you with that crazy pack luck. Or you spend like 40K. It's near impossible right now, man. I would say League SBC grinding would be your best bet. Try to get one of those silver ones. But it goes to show you how prices of players affect pack weight. 100% that's the case. Because you know how like Mendy, like gold left back Mendy, is always like super expensive at the start of the game and nobody can pack him. But then all of a sudden, later in the year, he becomes easier and easier to pack. Team of the Weeks are like the same thing. When Team of the Weeks are like 10K, not even selling for 11, and then a lot of them are discard price, you get them so often, you don't know what to do with them. But now that they're like insanely expensive and needed for everything, you very rarely pack them. It's funny how you have Team of the Week's worth more than some icons, right? And heroes too. I spec Walker for the first time. I have not packed 82 Mendy. Kim Jin Ooks 91 Evo is bizarre. Dude, so the stats never line up with the rating, if you're saying, like, that's the bizarre thing. It's going to be interesting to see how that becomes a thing later on. Because I feel if they start doing rating requirements rather than as much of the stats, we're going to be in a really weird spot. Because we have a lot of cards. Like, my Aushish is relatively balanced for an 85. Like, he makes more sense. I've seen some crazy ones out there. Like, Bellingham might even be a good example of this to a certain extent. He's an 86 rated card. I know some people have made him, what, an 87? And his stats do not look anywhere near that. Outside of, like, dribbling. I can't even imagine the ones that are 90 plus that were strung together. They have to be so bad. But then you have this one. It's an 87 rated card. Look how crazy the stats look in a bunch of different spots. He's a 91 rated center back with 69 defending. I need to look him up. He said it's Kim Jin Hyuk. Hyuk. Jeez, yeah. Oh my gosh, what other positions can he play? A center back that can play striker and left wing? What? Bro, this 91 right here is cracked. $95. I would kind of prefer this one, not going to lie. See, this is the cool thing that I love. You get a bunch of... Oh, was I not sharing my screen? Oh, no, I was. You get a bunch of crazy, like, Evo lines. Thiago is very good. Yeah, I love him at center back. But yeah, I'm upset because a lot of my Sunderland Evos are either missing out on the evolutions that are currently available, or if they do make it, none of them truly like are going to be great in it. Like, I'm not going to spend 150k to get my who do we even have? Semedo? I'm not going to spend 150k to get him from to a 63. Like, that doesn't make sense. Left back that can't play center back or not a CDM. That takes out so many of my options. The one, like here, where it needed to be a base rare, so it can't be an existing Evo. This pissed me off. Like, Evos are there. They have enough criteria and enough Evos where the ones that hit really hit, and you can definitely still slowly upgrade over time. I feel like they're still missing out on the low end, the bronze and silver upgrades. If they can start hitting those a lot better, I'd be happy. Seems like they're going more towards the gold meta route currently. Which they'll release promos for those cards anyway, so it's no point of doing them. Alright, any more snipes can we get? There we go. 1,000 coins. 1,000 coins. Thank you. Alright, dudes. That's going to be it. I got family dinner to go to. If you guys did enjoy the stream today, smack that like button, subscribe if you're new. To be on track for 2K packs by full team of the year, and that's by the date of the 25th of January, I need to be at 900 packs by the end of today, which I can do that off a stream. We're still definitely on track. But yeah, that's going to be it. Have a good rest of your night, boys. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.